Okay, so, another good one. Another really solid episode this week. We're doing good. Maybe we can keep this pace up until the Jiren rematch, I guess. Isn't it funny we were all pumped for, like, October 7th, here it goes, Goku versus Jiren, it's gonna be settled right now! And now we're just sitting in the background like, okay, now Goku's gonna recover his strength, and then it's gonna be a rematch, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so this episode is really all about Cabba. Cabba and crew, to be specific, but mostly Cabba. I was gonna say it was about Cabba and Vegeta, but honestly, Vegeta just kind of does a quick cameo, you know? He shows up, Cabba's about to get knocked over the side of the arena, Vegeta shows up, pulls him back up, gives him some words of encouragement as, you know, his master, the best way Vegeta knows how, by kneeing him in the stomach, but, you know, that's how Vegeta does it. I love their dynamic, you know, the whole master and student thing. It was one thing at first that I thought Vegeta was sort of going to reject, you know, because Cabba's going around calling him, you know, master the entire episode. I thought Vegeta would be like, quit calling me your master. But no, it's something that honestly probably Vegeta really kind of never thought that he wanted, but something that he kind of does. Because remember, Vegeta was like part of royalty, so if things were to go the way they normally would on Planet Vegeta without Frieza, you know, blowing the fuck out of it, you probably would have had something where Vegeta would grow up and, you know, gain pupils and you know, to teach the ways of, you know, fighting like a true Saiyan, because he's like the prince of the entire kingdom and it's a warrior race, so he would probably have, you know, pupils for him to teach, and as we all know, because of Frieza, that didn't happen, you know, and so he's got a rival in Goku, but doesn't really have a student. You got Trunks, but it's not the same thing. It's a son, not a pupil. So I really think Cabba fills that role that Vegeta, you know, can pick up, you know, where he should have been, you know, if things were to go the regular way they were supposed to go on Planet Vegeta. But anyway, yeah, so he just shows up, tells him, you know, I can't stand seeing weak Saiyans. You got this. You can win. And the person they're fighting is one of the remaining Universe 4 fighters, the big lady, who honestly reminds me of, it's like a paletted swap version of Ribrianne from Universe 2, you know? Big girl that's able to, like, inflate her body even bigger, like the lower half of her body can increase to, like, a giant bouncy cannonball thing, and then she can, like, spin around like a death wheel, and she can turn on a dime. Cabba tries to do the obvious thing, which is like, I'm just gonna get her to come at me, and then I'm gonna move out of the way, and she's gonna go over the edge, and I win. Oh shit! Pfft, doesn't work. Go figure. So he almost gets knocked over the edge. Vegeta brings him back over, kind of shoots Mona away, and then that's when he gives him the pep talk, and then Cabba decides, I can do this, I got this, and that's when he, you know, amps it up and goes, SS2, Ascended Saiyan. I'm like, alright, good, we're moving along at a good clip. Let me tell you guys, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling like at some point here, there's gonna be a line that's gonna be crossed. I'm not saying I would have a problem with it, but I know the fandom at large, the majority of the fandom, would just lose their shit. And it's Cabba, Kale, or Caulifla at one point just one of them going Super Saiyan God. Like, they can do it all of a sudden. And at that point, you're gonna be like, no, betrayal, no, but it doesn't happen. We're moving along at a good pace. Okay, so we got SS2 Cabba, fights against the Universe 4 chick, actually manages to win fairly easily, and I'm thinking, okay, episode's over, Cabba wins, knocks her off, Universe 4 has 3 fighters left. I thought they were going to reference that. I thought they were going to reference the remaining 2 that are like the shadow people. Or at least I think they're the shadow people. Because the only remaining fighter that we're aware of is that little guy that can like shoot the gas out of his body and like move around. You know, that's the only guy we know left. But there's 2 left beyond him. Probably lurking in the shadows, quite literally. At least that's my theory, anyway. But no, we don't get that. We don't get any references to that. And also, near the beginning of the episode, you have Zeno asking the Grand Priest, you know, hey, by the way, what happens when the tournament ends again? You gotta love Zeno. He's got the attention span of a squirrel. So Grand Priest is really nice. He's just like, oh, well, once the tournament ends, the team that has the most fighters left will be able to, will win. Will basically win. I was hoping they were going to reference what would have happened if it was a tie. Not just for the fact that, like, okay, well, if there's a tie, both of your universes remain, but then you have the problem with the Super Dragon Balls. You only get one wish. That's already kind of a problem to begin with, because let's say there's 4 fighters on Universe 7 and they win. Who's gonna get the wish? You know, like any team would have a problem with that. So I thought the Grand Prix was gonna reference what happens if there's an equal number of people left, but no, he doesn't really have that. I know why they put that in there. It's to refresh the audience and to get the gods talking about it. Like, you have a scene there where Vegeta and Cabba are talking about it, and, because Cabba promised Vegeta, I'll bring you to planet Salada, when I have time to show you our king. Our king is a proud warrior just like you, who might actually be a parallel version, might be very similar to King Vegeta. It would be hilarious if the king of planet Sadala was like a really nice version of King Vegeta, and Vegeta's like looking at him like, Papa, I'm home, like all just starts spilling out, like all the repressed emotions. Oh no, seriously, Vegeta's got some serious daddy issues. Like, even before he blew up, Vegeta and his dad's relationship wasn't always the best. But anyway, yeah, we don't get any information on that. It's just them talking about it. And Champa mentions, he's like, there's no way we can beat Hit. I mean, well, there's no way we can beat Jiren without Hit. Or it's not going to happen. So Champa's basically, we just have to rely on whichever team has the most members. That's what we're gonna have to rely on right now. Team 7 is still in the lead, but it's a thing where you really question it, because there's only 3 remaining members of Universe 11 left. You have Toppo, Dispo, and Jiren. So I'm feeling like they're not stupid. Jiren's not an idiot. So I can imagine, like, Jiren, he's sitting there meditating. He might actually be building up power, and, like, near the end of the tournament, if it's looking like Team 11 is going to lose, like, there's 3 members left on Team 11. Let's just give them that. Let's just say that Toppo and Dispo don't get knocked off. There's 3 remaining members. Like, it's, like, I don't know, 10 seconds before the tournament ends, and, there's still teams that have more than you. Jiren could just be like, and then just boom, and just clean slate, knock everybody off, including Toppo and Dispo. But it doesn't matter at that point, because if he just does the and then just knocks every single thing off at once, which Jiren could probably do that. If he was just storing up power, he could just, do that, and he could probably do it. But he doesn't seem a need to. He wants to give the others to see where they can go from there. And so everybody gets knocked off except Jiren. Jiren is the only remaining fighter. Team Universe 11 wins, even though Toppo and Dispo would get knocked off as well. Their universe would be safe. So hold on to that, because I think that's especially since Jiren's thing is like the death stare. But okay, anyway, episode's not over yet. I was expecting the narrator to queue up and like, Cabba has achieved SS2 and has claimed victory. 23.9 minutes remain in the Tournament of Power. Damn it! But no, we don't get that. Instead, we have Freeza. It's hard to read this guy. He's like, I'm gonna help out Goku. I'm gonna act like... Frieza's thing throughout this entire tournament is to act like a conniving backstabber like he always is, but throw us a bone every once in a while and be like, you thought I was going to be a conniving asshole, but in this situation, I am. But in this situation, I'm not. But in this situation, I totally am. So he's watching the whole Vegeta and Cabba thing, and I think part of it's just like, oh, Vegeta found himself a little student. I'm going to wreck his shit up 8 ways to Sunday. And that's what he does. So Frieza and Cabba have a little brawl. It's very apparent from the get-go. There's no way that Cabba is going to beat Frieza, especially since Cabba's already a little damaged, and he can't hold SS2 for that long. Although, granted, he does force Frieza to go gold. They have a little bit of a beam struggle. That is pretty badass. Oh, no, that's the beam struggle between him and Mona, I think. But still, I mean, they have a beam struggle where Cabba goes SS2 and then does a Gallic gun that he mimicked from Vegeta. And he does manage to hit Frieza, but he has to go gold in order to prevent it, and then he just pummels Cabba. They're like, bang, 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 and then just, bam, knocks him off the side. Cabba gets knocked off the tournament. So, it was high and lows for Cabba. I was expecting a little bit more with him, maybe a little bit more with Vegeta and him, but then again, it is a tournament. You don't have time to sit down and things, but the scene with Vegeta and Cabba together, and then the whole thing where it's like, if Universe 7 gets eliminated, Universe 6 will use their wish to bring them back, and vice versa. Honestly, though, I have a problem with that, and that's like, I don't know if Zeno's gonna be cool with that, because the whole point of the tournament is, the losing universes get erased because there's too many universes. But then you have the dragon who is capable of granting the wishes. I'm sure that the God Dragon is capable of granting, like, I wish that all the universes erased by Zeno were to come back into existence. He could probably do that, but I don't think Zeno would be cool with it. I just feel like that was the whole point of the tournament. So the dragon pops the universes back into existence. Zeno could just be like, no, and then erases them again. So I don't know. I don't know how that would go down there. But anyway, I was expecting, a little bit more with Cabba, but we're really setting up Caulifla and Kale now. Like, those two are going to be pushed center stage. Caulifla helps out Goku. Goku was being kind of bombarded by a bunch of robos from Universe 3, and he was kind of dodging them throughout the episode, trying to get his strength back. Caulifla shows up at the last minute, knocks those assholes away, and then goes SS2 to try to have a rematch with Goku, except Goku's pretty drained, so we don't know what's going to happen. Next episode, we see them fighting all out in earnest, and Goku, we see him SS1 or 2, whichever, but the weird thing is that next episode, it's like, Goku's going to go Super Saiyan 3! I'm like, you're trying to save energy, right, Goku? You're trying to replenish yourself. Going Super Saiyan 3 is probably the worst possible thing you could do. They're just trying to pad out the episodes, aren't they? They're just going to try to pad out, okay, I'm almost ready to fight Jiren again. I'm almost ready. Oh, I'm fighting Caulifla. Okay, gotta go SF3. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, tired again. Gotta wait. Okay, hold on. Few more episodes, like, all right, I'm ready to fight Jiren again. Oh, I stubbed my toe, Gotta wait a while, they're gonna milk this shit as much as possible. But still, I am not against a Saiyan on Saiyan battle. Something that's always cool, and then we might even get a little bit of Kale showing up. Side of Kale, please. We do get some of the Namekians and Gohan and Piccolo thing, but not really at all. They're a quick scuffle. Piccolo has kind of like a throwaway line where he's like, I've never expected the, Namekians of Universe 6 to be this strong, and that's it. The only thing I can say about that is, how there's two tribes of Namekians. There's the Warrior Clan, and then there's the Dragon Clan. I could say that maybe in Universe 6 there's more members of the Warrior Clan, or the Warrior Clan is just generally stronger than the Warrior Clan of Universe 7. Okay, that's something. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. Other than that, nothing else. Oh, Vegeta fights against Toppo, and that is funny because Vegeta's like, he's like, let's test my strength on Jiren, and I'm like, Vegeta, no, Vegeta, please don't. And then Toppo shows up, and he's like, you'll fight me instead. Vegeta's just like, I'm not in the mood to fight second fiddle. Toppo, aren't you second fiddle too? I'm like, oh, you pushed the Goku button. You shouldn't have done that. He's like, you son of a bitch. And then they just clash. That's pretty funny. Which is interesting, because Toppo is the one being considered for the next god of destruction of Universe 11. And yet it's Jiren who is clearly stronger. So I'm going to see how that's going to go down. And speaking of, last thing before I go, Frieza mentions his overall goal, and that he wants to use the Super Dragon Balls to control the gods themselves. What he means by that, I don't know. Like, either he wishes that all the gods die, he wishes that he's stronger than all the gods, he wishes for the power of Zeno, he wishes for a power greater than Zeno. Like, we're getting to points here where even with a god dragon, I don't know, man, because it's pretty much capped off that Zeno is absolute. Like, that's what they're going for here. Gotta set that cap at some point. But yeah, what do you guys think about that? Power to destroy the gods, greater power than gods, power of Zeno, greater power than Zeno? Like, what exactly? How's Frieza gonna phrase this wish is what I'm trying to get across here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. It's a good episode, and yeah, let's see if we can keep this momentum up coming up in the next few episodes. I'm hoping we don't have, like, just random, like, interruptions at some point during the tournament where, like, when we cut back to Earth. Because I feel like they might do that when we get into, like, the last 10 minutes. Like, this is it! Ultimate intense battle! And then we cut over to, like, Goten and Trunks and Bola. Not Bola, it's, Marin. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking of Bulma and Vegeta's kid. No, it's 18 and Krillin's, daughter on that island, and then they're like, oh, we might just skip with that for 2 episodes. Like, there's shenanigans. I'm like, it might happen, so just hold off on that. Okay, well, anyway, thanks for watching. Tekking signing out. Later. I'm frozen.